wanna hear. And if they got my back, let's make it crystal clear. We screaming black power, we ain't never scared. Two queens who do the most is host. So it's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk, black talk, real talk like wow. It's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk, black talk, real talk like wow. It's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk, black talk, real talk like wow. Yeah, my name is Truth, bro, what you wanna hear. And if they got my back, let's make it crystal clear. We screaming black power, we ain't never scared. Two queens who do the most is host. So it's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk, black talk, real talk like wow. It's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk, black talk, real talk like wow.
Hey!
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 We back. We back. Black Talk
Hey,
Movement.
we took a little break. We back. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Black Talk. Share. Like, share.
Yes,
Most
share.
definitely. Thank you, everybody. I just want to say I missed y'all. I miss being on here. I want to thank my girl, my hostess, both of them, Truth Goddess and Miss Kira. Thank you so much. Y'all held it down like I knew y'all would. Y'all turned it out. I appreciate that. And again, it's so good to be back home with y'all. And we got a good show for y'all. This is the Black Talk Movement Hangout. We're gonna be just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Social distancing from home.
Yeah, that too. We still doing that crap, but yeah, whatever that's worth. But yeah, we got a excellent show for y'all. We're going to be talking about a few things, and like Truth said, please like, share, make a comment, ask a question, put your feedback in there. This is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want y'all to engage with us. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about Megan and what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B.
Cardi B.
We're going to bring up the video. We're going to watch it, guys.
Bring it up. Bring that video up. I want to.
We're going to watch this video to see what these girls. Now, I got this off YouTube. Can y'all hear me still?
Yes.
I can hear you.
I got off YouTube, y'all, so y'all gonna have to watch a little bit of ads along with us and shit. Don't act like y'all be watching YouTube ads.
Right.
Hold up. I'm about to bring it right now.
All right.
Y'all guys still with me?
I'm with you.
We here, baby. We here with you, boo.
All right, let's watch this video. Whenever it come up. Here we go.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I like that beat though.
The beat is good.
Except for the holes in the house.
Can y'all hear it?
I can't hear the video, but that's fine.
I can't hear the video, but it's cool. Let it play.
You can't?
That's okay. I want you to fight that big match up. Make it scream. I don't cook, I don't clean the lights.
What's she in the video for?
That I don't know. I
They
don't
just
think
said,
that.
"Come on, bring your ass in here." You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
That's what they
plastic.
said.
Come on, plastic. Everything plastic.
She introduced Cardi to that leopard though. That's maybe.
I do like that outfit though for my husband,
Baby,
my
listen.
king,
I can't wait to talk about it, honey.
for my king.
Yeah, my name is Truth from what you wanna hear.
Megan got a nice tail though. Oh shit, she do. Is that it?
Hey, Queen Carter.
Kara, I see you, Kara. You like this song?
This is my. I'm waiting for it to drop back off so I can give my opinion.
Okay. No, because that was the song, that was the video. We're gonna start off with Kara. Kara, I can see you anticipating on giving your views. I want to hear your views. What's good with you with this
You
video and
turned
the
it off,
song?
Tiffany. Wait till she
Is it off?
turned it off. Okay, I love it. I think
Okay.
it's good on the eyes. I think the outfits is phenomenal. The bodies is banging, even though they probably paid for it. I don't know if Megan paid for most of hers or not, because her ass look real.
It is. I
But I'm
think
gonna
it
keep
is
This
it
right.
is
real
real.
with me. If my shit was snatched like that, there's some holes in this house. There's some holes in. I have some. Get that shit while you can. Enjoy life. Life too short. I think it's an art form. I
Hmm.
think it was tastefully done. I think Cardi boobs out was a little much. I think that was a little much for her being a mom. But other than that, they having fun, y'all. They partying. They living life on life terms. They making money. I took some notes. I think that song gonna be a hit in the strip club. When strip clubs open back up, those
Hmm.
girls gonna make a lot of money dancing off of that song. So I just
Hmm.
think that you gotta put perspective involved. If you don't want your children listening to it, they shouldn't
Right.
be having access to that kind of music. It's a grown ass woman song. It's a
Right.
sexual song to explore the woman's body and how the woman's body is beautiful, hands down. And we know
Definitely.
how to move our bodies, and we know how to, we just we that species that just got that off. And I just enjoyed it. I think it was just like to me it was an art. It was a piece of art work
Hmm.
that just expressed femininity at its fullness. Like we don't have to be afraid of sex because we women. We don't have to pretend that we ain't freaks. A lady in the streets, a freak in the sheets. I love that shit. They got
That's
that.
true.
That shit. I'm sorry, but they got outfits.
Nah, don't be sorry because you like it. You love it.
You like
Don't be
it.
sorry about
They
that.
did a good job.
We just stating
I
that
like
thing.
it. I like it.
All right. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna agree with Kara to a certain extent about the art of the woman's body. I think it's beautiful. I love to embrace every part of us because we are the queens that we are. Um, I want to say that back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when we used to have the club music called "There's Some Hoes in This House" or whatever, you know what I'm saying. I was young. I was young and I was able to get in contact with that music and I was able to dance like I was auditioning to be a hoe or a tramp. Okay. And we did the house parties and when that club song, yeah, and when that club song came on, it was on and popping. We was on the wall, we was doing our thing. And I was a young cat, as they say down here in New Orleans. But I want to also say that I do love both artists. I love Carly B and I do like Megan too because like you know what I'm saying, I get in my moods because I guess where I'm from, I like to hear certain music and I love both of these styles. However, I do think it's a bit much. Now, the reason why I say that is because it's to me it's advertising um being a slut or a tramp. Now that's just my opinion, and the reason why I say that is because we know we all have kids, we all have damn near adult kids and whatever, or if not teenagers. And we all know, like I just stated, I was a teenager dancing off. If there's some holes in this house, I was able to get I was able to get those, to listen to those type of music. Not around my mother. My mother is a Christian, the pastor at that.
He didn't even
So
know you was listening to it.
she didn't know. But so it's like when they say parental advisory, whatever, come on, we already know, like, I'm saying teenagers, they're gonna listen, they're gonna get there. We're not in their companies 24/7 other than the pandemic era. But other than that, I would just listen. I mean, I didn't even see the video, honestly. I saw the video for the first time last night, but I heard the music on the radio when I was driving. I was like, what the heck? And I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, I was up there dancing like a tramp back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Advertising. I was pre-hoeing and I was doing it. And I'm like, you trying to get my daughters? Like, you trying to get my daughters too? Like, for real? Nah,
Yeah.
G. And that's the only thing, like I said, we as parents, of course, we know we can supervise our kids to a certain extent. Of
Right.
course, especially back in the day, we did not have social media. So that made it, if anything, it made it even better for me to get to the music. But now, social media, everything, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's ways to kind of supervision our kids from looking at things, but y'all know it's barely impossible. It's barely impossible right now. So now, don't get me wrong, but maybe because I'm 40 years old. I'm saying my age, y'all. I'm 40 years old now. That's probably why I feel like that now because I got a teenager and then I got a 4-year-old, and they're both girls, and that's probably what it is. But maybe for a different era, I do see the younger people and probably even the older people just loving that shit. Like, oh shit, like Kira, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't dislike it. I just don't. I ain't crazy over it. That's all. That's just my opinion. Go ahead, True. Do you think? True, do you think that?
I want everybody because I do that little rapping shit, but I write my own shit. I respect Megan on that part because Megan takes the time to write her own shit. It's certain things that these girls, certain qualities I see in these girls that I like. I like Cardi because she's her and she ain't changing for nobody. I like Megan because Megan actually has talent. Megan writes her own shit. So I respect that in Megan to the fullest. But this video, I have a daughter. Now, I've seen people state comments on other statuses about the video. Oh, well, watch your children, watch your that. You should be a better parent to your children if you don't want your children listening to this music. And like Neffy said, that's something when they step out this house, they're going to hear it. They're going to be around kids that are influenced by it. Either way, I don't care. When they come home, they're going to do like we did. What we do, sneak out to the parties with Gucci shorts on and shit. You know, have them in our little backpack and shit and switch outside. I mean, it's like promoting sex. But I had a question pertaining to this because I was wondering something the last couple of weeks. We all call ourselves queens, right? Is it okay for queens to show they vagina now? Is it okay to put our JJ on social media and expose it the way of the pictures I've been seeing? Is that okay?
No, absolutely not.
No.
That's what I'm confused about. People call themselves queens, right? Now, if you was a hoe in your past life and you decide to change your life to become a queen, I got you. That's okay. Change your life.
Right.
But a queen is not supposed to be showing a pussy and all that stuff. Excuse my language, but I can say what we want to say because we on Black Talk. But I don't see this. We on our shit. That's how nothing. We on our shit.
Wow.
And I'm just trying to figure out here, but we're gonna get to the definition of a queen once we finish talking about this. As far as the video, I like the beat.
Yeah, I do like the beat.
That's all I like. I don't like the holes in the house part. Even though we grew up on there, going to the PAL, those from Irvington, New Jersey, we used to go to the PAL parties. We often do the give it up on the wall. And the percolator and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was our era. You know, our kids are different. I don't want my daughter to know or have any acknowledgement of anything I learned at a young age. Point blank, period.
Okay.
Period. I like the beat. That's all I like. I can write something to the beat.
I got a different point of view.
Kara, what you think, Kara?
I actually spoke to my 12-year-old about it because she's a Cardi B fan, she's a Meg Thee Stallion fan, and it sounds crazy, but I'm the type of parent. I'm kind of liberal with my kids. Like, I'm not ratchet to the point where I'm gonna be letting my kids do stuff that's unorthodox because I'll punch any one of them in their face. Like, you're gonna do as told. But when I say no, I don't mind sharing mainstream music with her and letting her see what, basically let me see if what I'm raising is actually rubbing off on her. So the conversation we had earlier, I said, did you listen to the song? Because like you said, she has a cell phone, she got a computer, she got an iPad, she got YouTube on her TV, whatever. Did you listen to the song? And she goes, I listened to the first minute of it and I was disappointed. And I said, why was you disappointed? She said, because I thought it was going to be a hot beat and a fun song. I was looking forward to those two artists making a fun song that I could probably do a TikTok on.
Right.
I heard the lyrics. It wasn't for me, mommy. And I still love them as artists, but that song wasn't for me. So kudos to me as a mom. She was able to decipher that wasn't for her. So I didn't have to go down on her and say, you better not listen to that. You better not do this. It was more like, okay, you know what sex is, because ladies, think about it. Everybody coming down on these women for this song, but they don't come down on the movie industry, because name a movie that you watched at the theater that ain't have a sex scene in it. How many times do they exploit women's bodies on movies to make, the movie sell? It used to be an ongoing thing that Wesley Snipes was going to get some ass in his movies. I grew up knowing that. If it was a Wesley Snipes movie, he was getting some ass in that movie. So I think that is a double standard. Case in point, Ucha Wally Wally by Nas. Nobody drag him for that. And I could pull up a whole list of music. The lyric goes, I fuck a bitch face more than her waist. For real. And I ain't no pussy. Like new pussy, that's how a nigga feel. Bust 3 times, throw her the peace sign. She sleep. Then my dick sleek. And I ain't gotta call her for weeks. Where was his controversy? Because he's a man, it was okay for him to talk about us like that. Is that one? That's that one. Yes.
But y'all know what? In all the videos,
Okay.
right? Let me ask
Yeah,
you
I
a
remember
question.
that one.
They expose nothing but black women as sex symbols.
That's true.
We the
That's
main
true.
ones in there shaking our ass, twerking, hey! Like the battle between Rick Ross and who's the other guy? The other rapper. Rick Ross and Uncle. He looked like somebody uncle from the basement. 2 Chains.
Oh,
They little battle. You got nothing but our kind twerking. They throwing money up. I think it's deeper than what we're talking about. It's
I
deeper
said
than
that
that.
on a show before that the black woman is the least respected species on this earth.
Right.
Black women are always thrown to the side as optional. Our own brothers would say shit like, "Oh, I need a dime piece. I want an exotic looking woman." The black man will disrespect the black woman faster than any other race of men. You don't hear
Right.
white boys in their songs referring to their women as bitches and hoes. You
Right.
don't hear it. So at this point, I can accept and acknowledge that that shit has rubbed off on us as a black woman so hard that maybe we exploiting ourselves now. So I can say that even though I enjoy the music and I thought it was a grown woman song, I can say that we so desensitized to being called bitches and hoes and being sexualized that we doing this our damn self now.
Exactly. Owning up to that bullshit.
I want
Okay.
to. Yeah.
Let's go
Go
into the
ahead.
part of what makes you a queen. What is the definition of a queen? Because I got confused. You know, I had put in a lot of work to change my life, change a lot of shit about myself in order to be labeled a queen, and not by nobody else but myself. Which is means not walking
Can I?
around
Can I?
showing my body parts, respecting myself, respecting others. Um, what is the definition of a queen? Netflix, you want to tune in on that?
I'm going to. I'm going to. Yeah. I wanted to say like the definition of a queen. Myself, I'm going to tell you right now. A lot of times I seem to forget. I'm going to be real on here. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is.
Right,
I'm sorry. I had to let that out. A lot of times we want to uphold that title as being queens and stuff like that, and then a lot of times we seem to forget where our position is in life, and it's okay because it happens to a lot of people. It doesn't just happen to me. I know it doesn't. Um, we like to refer ourselves as queens, but do we really look into ourselves as queens? Do we really project? Do we project ourselves as being queens? I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't. But I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. What I'm and for me to get really into what I'm saying is that as far as the music and stuff like that, because of how I came up, yes, I do like to listen to the trap music and all that other stuff. But I do like to also remind myself as well what my purpose is in my life. My purpose is to reach out to people, to be a healer to people, and to just try to be an example as I possibly can. When I do that, then that's when I come back into my position of who I am and what my purpose is. Yes, I seem to forget. Yes, I can get ghetto. Yes, I will use curse words. Yes, I will probably, if I'm out and about, and I might dress a little way or whatever. That's not prohibited to be as a so-called queen. But like I said, when that happens, it doesn't happen a lot because I don't go out all the time. No, I have I have a kids, and I have a job, and I'm a busy woman. I don't do that as much. But back in the day, it was hard. It was very, very hard. I would go out all the time. I thought that I put my family first, but then again, I put myself first too. I will be like, listen, I done did this, I done cook, I done clean. Y'all good. I'm gonna go out and do me now. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I will be out there and I will be drinking and I'll be dancing. Like I said, there's some hoes in this house just dancing like that, whatever have you. And then, that was it. But as I got a little older, I think us getting older, we supposed to gain more wisdom and more knowledge and stuff like that. And we look at the mistakes that we have done as in the past. That's what I seem to do. And I just want to say, like, what I'm saying, it's a really deep question. We need to remind ourselves of who we are. Why do us women think that we need to get to the point? I'm not talking about, I'm just saying in general, women in general that I have seen or whatever, or seen. Why do we feel as though that we don't need to have a man that's going to be spiritually there for us, physically there for us, spiritually supportive, our best friend, our freaking confidant? Why do we feel like we don't need that? Sometimes we seem to forget. And I have been there. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that, oh, I don't do that, I don't do this, because I'm not that person. I'm gonna let you know, yes, I have forgotten. Yes, I have had maybe individuals in my life that I should not have had, and that did not portray me to be the person who I know I can be. So we have to remind ourselves of, and have respect for ourselves of what we need to do to, because we have not just we got our family looking at us, we got our kids looking at us. We need to be an example. I have, like I said, in my case, I have a 15-year-old. She's looking at me. I don't have I'm a single woman. I don't have no man coming to my house or nothing like that. No man can't tell you where I live. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And if I do what I do, I do what I do outside of anything. And that hasn't been recent. So,
Um,
so
it-
I don't want to keep going on, because I want to give the mic to whoever. But I just want to say, I think that it has to be a constant reminder, because I was not brought up in a household with a. I'm not going to blame it on him, but I think it does have a lot to do with this. It has a lot to do with our parents, of our uprearing, growing up, and I think sometimes you are a product of your environment.
absolutely.
And back in the day, my mother, I'm saying, she did the best she could. She wasn't bad and she wasn't the worst. She wasn't the best and she wasn't the worst, but she was who she was. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like, no, I couldn't sit up there and say, but Ma, I like this dude. And how you feel? No, I didn't feel comfortable doing that. Was my father there? Hell no, that motherfucker wasn't there. That motherfucker had a family way prior to. You know what I'm saying? My mother kicked his ass out. It was just, it is what it was. And I
Right.
didn't see that. I didn't see him until my son, till I was 21 years old. My son was like 4 or 5 months. So I didn't have that father figure to tell me. Growing up, I thought, oh, if he looked good, if he was like, he had money, he got a banging car, I thought that was it. It was messed up. My head was totally out there. I was out of my freaking mind. I was not on my shit. And so I just basically, my peers was like, almost like, okay, oh, she doing it. Oh, okay, she doing it. I could do it too. And when I did it, it's like you made it. Yeah, you got a drug dealer, whoop de whoop, or whatever have you. And so you, like I said, you learn your lesson. I have learned a lot of lessons, a lot of lessons. And like I said, even at my age to this day, I'm not perfect. And it's a constant reminder of what I need to be respectable for not just for myself, but for my children, for my girls, for my son too, and so, like I said, it's a very deep subject. It's a mental thing. It's all in your head, because what I'm saying, if you're not strong, you will be out there and you'll just be like just wilding out and shit. And I'm like, nah, I got my daughter here. I can't have her see me bringing in mugs coming in my house. I'm cooking him a seventh collard greens, cornbread, fucking
Yeah.
turkey
Well,
wings and shit, and a motherfucking cake. Are you kidding me? Hell,
uh,
motherfucking no. You not helping me with my motherfucking bills. I'm not trying to be. I'm not, and I'm not no gold digger.
Nev,
Hell no. But
Nev.
I'm just
Nav,
saying.
Nav,
I'm
Nav.
going. I'm going
Kira,
on.
give us that. What is the queen, Shakira? What's your opinion on what is the queen, Kira?
Um, for me, honestly, without trying to be all deep, a queen
Get
is
deep.
a woman who's holding down her queendom. So if you a woman, however you gotta do it, however you gotta get it done, You holding it down, you taking care of your children if you have children. For those who don't have kids, you holding down a job, you paying car notes, you paying your bills, you keeping a roof over your head, you providing and grinding and feeding your family, however that family is set up for you, where it's just you and a kid or you and a husband and a kid. To me, that's what a queen is. And it don't have any representation of the music she likes to listen to or how she dresses. To me, a queen holds down a queendom, right? You see a queen on her throne. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
queens come in all shapes. They come in all backgrounds, all nationalities, all financial structures. If you holding down your home, and if you taking care of your children and your
That's
husband and
right.
your man, and you grinding and you doing you a
Mm-hmm.
queen to me. That's what makes you a queen. That's my opinion of a queen.
I think that's a very wonderful
So we all
answer.
agree that showing your
I agree
pussy
with you.
doesn't make
We
you a
all
queen.
agree. Does not make
Showing
you
your
a queen.
pussy doesn't make you a queen. I don't care how beautiful the vagina is. This is my opinion. Y'all take how you want to take it,
Or how juicy or how
or
motherfucking
how
tight.
good it
Because
is,
guess
because
what?
your coochie is no better than the next woman. Because obviously a lot of y'all know that because y'all man cheat on y'all. All y'all thought they got
But
that good shit,
when he get tired of it, guess what?
and your man
You
cheating
Well,
on
gonna
it.
know. You
that
gonna know
that
when he get
that
tired.
man cheating don't got nothing to do with the woman. Let's not
It
get
don't.
that cross.
It
It
don't.
has
No,
He's
no, no,
gonna
no,
run
no,
to
no,
the
no.
next
to do
one.
with
But
a
what
woman.
she no, I know. I kind of agree with what
However,
Tiff Truth
I do
said.
agree with you, truth, that showing your body, for me, I'm gonna put it like this. If that's what a woman doing, and I don't condone that because there's so many ways to make money in this world that don't have
Yeah,
to, result in you lowering your standards to
Right.
right.
that. However, if that's you take a stripper for example, they make money showing a body and exploiting themselves. That
Right.
still don't take her crown because you don't
No.
know her life. You don't know what she had to go through in life, and you don't know how far she got pushed to keep a roof over her head, to make sure her kids ain't
Mm-hmm.
going to bed hungry, or to make
Mm-hmm.
sure she got it. I'm sure these strippers want to get out of the business and turn it around, but it still don't take her crown.
Right.
No.
A
It
queen
don't.
for me is a woman who doing what she got to do
Mm-hmm.
to make it do what it do.
Make it
Right.
do what
Now,
it
with
do.
that being said, get your grown woman on. Don't exploit your body. I get that and I understand that. But with all respect due, we have to uplift each other no matter
Yes.
what. Everything
Absolutely.
can be
I
done
agree with
with
that.
class and taste. And I even think stripping is like an art form. I think it's an
Let me
art
tell you.
form as long as you're not, disrespecting yourself and sleeping with men. Like, you just because you strip and you
Yeah.
dancing, it don't mean you have to be, exploiting yourself to the next level and sleeping with men for money.
Yeah.
So
That's true. And I agree with that. When I was 22 years old, I worked at the Dollhouse back in the day as a bartender, not a stripper. And I'm gonna agree with you because most of them was in there. When I would have conversations with them, they would say, "Oh, okay, I'm in school or whatever have you." I mean, I got respect for that. You know what I'm saying? I First of all, I am not to judge nobody at all. That's just who am I to judge? Only your higher power could do that. But I got respect for people who do it because how else they gonna do what they're gonna do? You doing what you gotta do to make it through. So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so I agree. I agree with that part, Kara.
Yeah.
Tiff.
I mean, we all agree with it. This is a different time and age.
Yeah,
We have children now.
yeah.
We are 80s babies. Um,
79. I'm born in this 1979. You know what I'm
Same
saying?
thing.
seven.
Our mentality is
Well,
different.
December 79, so
Our
we can say
mentality is
80.
different. And what I grew up doing, because I'm not no saint, but I learned a lot of lessons in life. A lot of
Yeah.
fucking lessons. I'm not no
Hmm.
saint, never been one. I would consider myself more of a saint now because I had a lot of lessons to learn. And I learned them.
Hmm.
But what I did growing up, I will never want my daughter to go through because I didn't have no guidance. I didn't have nobody tell me, don't do that. I did what I thought was right for me at that time. I don't want my daughter having to be lost and following Nicki Minaj, thinking it's okay to get nothing but plastic in her body. To each his own.
Right.
But I want my child, my daughter, and my son also to accept themselves for who they are, and not because a rapper told them to be this way, or to go out there and rob that man, steal that man's car, or screw all the hoes in the neighborhood. So to each his own.
No, you are.
I'm ready to change the subject too, because it's been dawning on me to talk about emotional ass men. Okay? Emotional, and I just want to say, because I don't like to just hold the basketball too long. I want to pass it amongst my players. I'm not gonna be Michael Jordan. I'm gonna pass the ball. But a lot of the guys that I have ran across are very emotional, and it makes me wonder why women date dykes. Because I feel they dating dykes, they dating another female that's emotional as well. So why date a man that's emotional when you're gonna get the same results? So y'all elaborate on that. Maybe I had too much wine.
Kira, I'm gonna let you take this one, boo.
I'm gonna read from a book that I just was gifted.
Get it,
one of my
Kira.
sisters,
Get it, Kira.
Get it.
Gifted me a book, and this is good. I'm gonna read Emotional. Hold on, let's see.
Carl Thomas, Ralph Tresvant, sensitive ass men.
It says, what's more fragile than a woman's heart? A man's ego. Let me explain. When you first meet a man and he lies to you about what his economic status is or what his current relationship status is, that's all to protect his ego. You see, at the point, he's decided that he's interested in you, but his insecurities are telling him that you won't accept him for who he is. So he creates an illusion of who he thinks you would like him to be, thus reducing his chances of rejection. However, when you look a little deeper, it is not the rejection alone that he fears most. What he fears the most is feeling that the rejection causes and how that feeling impacts his ego. So men are very egotistical creatures. Women, we are not the most delicate species. I think, in fact, we can take more than them. They can dish it out.
Of course.
But they can't take it.
They can never take it. You're right.
And I'm going to just read this one little piece right here. It says, the only time a man feels the need to tear you down as a woman is when he's feeling insecure. Because of his insecurities and low self-esteem, he tries to make you feel smaller in order to make himself feel bigger.
Wow.
That's right.
So
I agree.
I personally have a lot of experience dealing with a very insecure man, and it will wreak havoc on you mentally as a woman, because no matter what you do, no matter how good you are, no matter how much you give to that relationship, his emotions will still drain you and drain you and drain you, because he's broken himself, and you can't fix something that's broken. It's not your job as a woman to fix a broken man. They're so emotional nowadays. They're so fragile. And it's because I was pointing out to my girlfriend, and I'm going to give the mic to someone else who wants to speak, but I was letting her know, when I go down my news feed, I see a lot of single women on my news feed. And the only thing that they're lacking, that they think they're lacking, they'll say, I wish I had a man. I wish I had a significant other. But like I told her, all the single women on my news feed seem so happier than the married women. Now ask yourself, how can a single woman look and appear to be so much happier than the married woman on my news feed? It's because the men that they've married, it takes a lot to be a wife. It's a lot to be a woman to a man in a family. It literally strips you of yourself if your partner is not balanced enough to let you be you in that marriage or that relationship. So if he not strong in his spot and he emotional like that, you better walk away, sis, because let me tell you something. He will suck you dry.
Right.
He is not. He is not capable of loving a strong black woman if his emotions are not intact. He can't love you. He ain't on your level. He's insecure. He's going to question your every move. He's going to try to tear you down to keep you. I've experienced a man literally trying to tell me that I'm less than I am because deep down, I experienced a man trying to tell me to take a job that was offering me 30 something dollars an hour. Well, I would have just asked for 15, he told me. Why would he want me to get paid less? Because the more money I make, the less he can, have control of me.
Control.
If you need him, he can control you.
Right.
Yeah.
But a sister with a good paying job is a force to be reckoned with.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Ass, and I ain't putting up with your ass. So
Absolutely.
emotional men, that's bad, honey. These brothers need to get it together. They need to get it together.
Yeah. Go ahead, Neff. You want to elaborate on it?
Just to piggyback on what Miss Kara was saying, I agree 100%. Definitely was in the same predicament as her. I was in a relationship with my son's father. He was very emotional. Oh my God, it was just terrible. I mean, I loved him, and I dealt with it as long as I could. But yeah, emotional as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we used to fight over remote controls. It was bad. It was terrible. it was terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, we talking about 20, 21 years old, but yeah, very woke up emotional. I don't like no emotional. I mean, we don't need two people emotional in the house. You know what I'm saying? And
to a certain extent,
I got my. I mean, yeah. I have my minstrel every month. You know what I'm saying? And like I see that as only one, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, we got these mood swings. I don't like it. Now with my ex, the one I was with for 17 years, he was verbally abusive. And that's also that's all. And yeah, I was with him for 17 years. It goes to show you where my mom was at. It was not. I was out of it, but um, I didn't start seeing these type of traits until after I started gaining my own independence. When I was relying on him, it was all good. But when I started, no, it was all good to him, not with me, because I started seeing some crap. I was like, oh no. So when I started going out there, like, you know what, I'm about to, I'm not gonna have this. I'm gonna go get this job and whatever. And then I kind of elevated from the job I was having to where I'm at now. Oh, you saw a difference. He was upset about that. He didn't like it. He wanted to break up with me. And I was like, okay, break up with me. And, he still stayed there for another 8 years, whatever. But like I said, you definitely, he was very verbally abusive. And it sucked. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? And, I like I said, I just can't deal with that emotional type of aspect of it. And, I know not just women go through their crap, men go through their trauma too. That's what makes them the way they are as an adult. And especially if I have not experienced, none of my kids, um, fathers, I have not experienced any narcissistic traits, but when they are narcissistic, then we talk about a horse of a different color. But that's just my experience, and I just want to go ahead on to the truth. Goddess, I do not like it. If that's your question, hell no.
Well,
Get the fuck out of here.
I experienced narcissism, that controlling mentality. Just recently, I don't call people names out, but I will tell the experience I went through, because you should never done what you did. Okay.
Bam.
I'm gonna tell, and they probably watching, and I don't care, because you should never done what you did. Anyway, I was talking to this guy. He told me in the beginning that he wanted to be friends. I got that. We became friends. That's what it was. Not a problem. I can do that, because you working on your life. I'm working on my life. Whatever. Okay. we got caught up in some type of situation with this business investment thing, and I didn't really know too much about it. All I knew is I wanted to invest in something. We start investing in myself. He didn't keep me updated, so I was getting aggravated because I kept asking him, what I got to do? What's this? How you go about this? How you go about it? Because I didn't have the knowledge, but I accepted him as a friend and gave him the respect to teach me as we went along. Okay. It didn't end up how I wanted to end up, and I got mad, so I fell back a little bit. To make the long story short, I stopped talking to him. When we started talking again, I didn't hate him after that. I was just looking at him sideways. Because now you got me looking at you like, okay, I can't trust you 1,000%. So now you know what's next. So anyway, I guess, and that's why I get to the point of emotional men, because I went and sent a video to audition for, like, it's like a little scene, because everybody know I did acting before. Doing a little striptease scene, but my clothes is on. I'm just probably taking this off a little bit, taking that off. You know, nothing too much showing my nipples and my JJ and all that. And I told him, because we talked about things like this. And all of a sudden, he sends me a picture of another woman from Instagram talking about she's a real queen at heart and she does it the best. Right?
Wow.
So in my mind, I'm like, well, what's she got to do with our conversation? So that's what I knew, and I didn't get mad at it because I don't compete with no one. So no one shall compete with me. So when he did it, I'm looking at him like, where did this come from? But see, I've learned to pay attention to signs when you get involved. Sometimes you don't know a man is emotional. They'll cover that shit up for months, for years, until he really shows his true face. So now I've learned from the experiences I went through in my past relationship to pay attention in the beginning, because we so focused on, oh, he forgave me, he took me out to eat, or I forgave him, he's so handsome, he do this for me. But we black out the negative stuff they did that we should have paid attention to from the rip.
The red
So now I've learned to pay attention to emotionally disrupt men, so that I don't have to go a lifetime dealing with somebody where it's going to backfire on me, and then I end up back in that same situation I tried to run away from in the first place. So I pay attention, and that's what ladies need to stop doing. Stop focusing on his money and his job or what he does for you. You need to focus on if he's the right man for you and how he controls his emotions. That is very important, because they'll say things to you and try to belittle you, and you just sit around and avoid it until it gets worse from time on. So I've learned not to do that with these men. I pay attention. I was gonna buy a red flag today, y'all, so I can have my red flag up, because I want everybody to pay attention to red flags, so that you don't have to go through red flags in a relationship with somebody. You could have just cut it short in the beginning and moved on with your life, and hopefully met somebody else that was better for you. So that was my situation, and it was just dawned on me like, damn, I just got over an emotional ass man. I took myself through a year of healing, year and some change of healing, not dealing with nobody, and here I go back again dealing with somebody that's emotional. Now I'm not fixing nobody. I had to fix myself. I was broken. I had to fix myself. I don't have the tolerance to fix somebody else, not no grown man. We should both know what we want for the near future. We should know and realize what we left and what we trying to start new. I shouldn't have to install that into a new man. You've been through some shit. I've been through some shit. Okay, let's leave that shit in the past. Let's walk. Let's walk this path of life, King. Can I walk with you, King? And that's in part of my song. I had to promote that. But I just don't have time for it. And people always use this excuse, and I hate this excuse. When people do things to you, they want to say, I'm not perfect. Right? Well, how many times do you use that excuse? How many times do you want to use that against me? See, I got this little motto right now. People make mistakes. I understand that. But don't make the wrong mistake.
That's exactly what it is. I want to
and that's how I am with people. You can make mistakes all you want, but don't make the wrong one.
That's good. That's good stuff.
I love that. Yeah.
And you killed it when you said that because of your past experiences, you were able to see the signs and the red flags. And that's what we got to learn as sisters, as women of a whole. when you see those red flags, you better run away. Trust your gut. Trust your instinct. It's not lying to you. Now, you want to sit there, and I ain't picking on you, Neff, but I'm going to get into that
Who,
17,
me?
18 years. Yeah. You spent with this
Yeah, I did.
emotionally toxic person. That's called a
It
trauma bond. You got caught up in a cycle of
a-
abuse with him.
it was after 10 years, but it was 7 years when he started having these traits of showing
Okay.
these traits.
I had
That's
wrote this down for
still too
myself the
long.
other day. It is, but you was young and you got to learn. You learn from it. I wrote this down the
Yeah.
other day because this is how I felt after a situation recently. I said a narcissistic hangover. I said it's a feeling feeling hungover from exhaustion
Right.
resulting from an intense interaction with the narcissist. No alcohol involved.
Bro.
You hungover.
Okay.
Your brain is clouded. You feel so jaded. You feel so exhausted because this person is gaslighting you. They twisting words. They trying to like just make you miserable for no reason.
No
And
reason.
proof, when he sent you that picture of that other woman, it was because when you said you was doing a strip tease, he was so insecure about your strength as a woman. He tried to tear you down by
Down.
sending you
He trying
another
to tear
picture
you down.
of another woman and
He
saying
wasn't
she
gonna
a
get it.
queen. Exactly. So in other words, you ain't no queen. But brother, you ain't no king because you ain't strong enough in your spot to support my artistry. You're not
Right.
strong enough in your spot to support me,
Right.
seeking a career as an actress. So I don't need to be bothered with you because if that one little scene would have blew up and somebody would have called you for a big time movie and you was married to him, you would have a problem on your hand. That's the kind
Right.
of women that gotta smother their career for a man.
Mm-hmm.
You smothering your whole career because
For a
he ain't
man.
strong enough to support that career.
Right.
So he tried to tear you down, sis.
He tried to
And
tear you down.
it didn't work because I've been through this circle.
Well, you strong.
I didn't heal myself for a year and 18 months for another man to come in and do what the last man did to me.
Right.
I had to think about that. Like, Tiffany, wake up. Why did you go through that 18 months of healing? It wasn't for nothing. It wasn't in vain.
Y'all see this? Every time I come do this with y'all, I already have something written down, right? What y'all see at
Right.
the top? It say what?
I don't have glasses, so I'm blind.
It
I'm
say
sorry.
past mistakes, right?
Yes.
Every time I be just vibing on my own and then I do this show with y'all, the universe just aligns everything so perfectly. Now, this list too long. I'm not going to read the whole list. But past mistakes that I've made was moving too fast. That was one of them that I want to pull out. Not setting boundaries, which is what you did. You already had your boundary set. I don't want no emotional man.
Right.
Accepting toxic behavior. That's on my list. What I got? Not putting my foot down at the first sight of emotional trauma. I'm gonna leave it right there.
That's right.
You
I ain't taking shit from nobody.
You hit that shit. Soon as you see it, sis, run.
Run. Don't wait around. Don't be desperate. I need a man. Don't feel like that. Move the fuck on. Because it was a little lesson. And I learned a lesson from it because I sat back and said, what did I learn from it? Okay. And then another thing, ladies, we have to learn. When you start giving so much with your hand, that's what they fall in love with instead of your heart. Because we're taught as women to cater to your man, take care of him, stand by his side, be his ride or die. But we was just friends. And you can't even give them that much. I told myself after this, and anybody watching who think they got some interest in me, I'm not doing shit for you. You got to prove to me who you are. I'm no longer trying to prove who I am.
Yeah.
I know who
there
I
you
am.
go. First of all, I'm not gonna say we old. We not old. We ain't got time for that shit. We ain't got
That's on
time
my
for it
list.
no more. If you don't come right, then throw
What?
it out about your business. That's it.
Stop
It is
trying to
what it
prove
is.
myself to him.
Right.
That's on my list.
We don't have time for that.
I'm
We don't
sorry,
have time.
Nephew. She just
Wait,
got
what happened? What you say?
35.
Boom. That's on my list. Boom. That's on the list.
There you go.
I ain't proving nothing. Prove to me. I already know who I am. Shit. Comfortable in my spot.
I done dealt with insecurity on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
I done dealt with insecurity where I can't even go out and have a cocktail with my girlfriends. You calling
I've
me?
been there, done that. Yep.
You
Go ahead.
gonna meet me? You gonna meet me over there? And I'm like, what you coming for? I've been going out the house for 30 minutes. I don't believe that's where you at. You know, like I've dealt with insecurity. Oh, I saw you staring over there at the bouncer at the club. I'm like, I be staring at the damn bouncer. What the hell? Not staring at that person. I've dealt with he liking your pictures too much on Facebook. Delete him. But you got 3,500 bitches liking your pictures. You got good morning handsome, all that up and down your timeline. But as soon as somebody call me beautiful, you zoom in on that and say, oh, delete him. You trying to dummy me down so your light can shine.
Right. And that's what I don't respect.
I can't deal with it. Yep.
Go ahead, nephew. I know you was talking.
No, I wasn't. I'm enjoying both of my sisters, my goddesses, my queens, experiences. Like I said, I agree with both of y'all. We cannot dimmer our light for nobody. We can't. We got to stop, and we have to trample that down to the lower generations after us, because like y'all said about the generational curses, if we continue this behavior, our kids going to continue that behavior. We don't want that. We don't. That's the last thing. That's not even the last thing we want to do for our children, is let them suffer like how we did. Hell no. You are a queen.
Set a good example.
Yeah. Set your standards up there, ladies. I know if it's hard, well, look, it's going to be fucking hard. You got to do what you got to do. Find an inner healing with y'all, whatever that is going on. Like I had to do that. It took me longer in my steps because of I had to walk in my own path.
Yeah.
But other than that,
and I ain't trying to rag these brothers. I mean, there's some good men out there, but
it's a lot of good men out there. No, man, especially a black man. We're not shaming y'all. That's not all of y'all. We just talk about our experiences that we had, and that it's not nothing to do with y'all. Our kings, y'all, our kings. We love you. We got respect for y'all. We talk about some of the experiences that we had.
But I'm gonna tell you something about these kings. If you a good brother, and you at the barbershop, and you see another toxic brother come in, it's time for these men to step up and start correcting these toxic brothers. Like, if you represent a small percentage of the good men out here, represent well. Don't be a turtle all balled up in your shell like, oh, I'm a good man. If you a good man, say it, and say it loud. Own it.
Say it with your chest up.
Exactly. What happens is it's too many representations of these toxic men, and people condone it and make excuses for it, and they okay with it. It's like they scared to speak up. You scared to be noble. What happened to that? Like, chivalry is so dead, and I'm so sick and tired of having to settle and all of these toxic men just roaming the earth like demons. Like just dragging these women down. Men are supposed to be the head of the household. You're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to protect this woman and build this family and set a foundation. It's not our job. It's not my job. It's not my job to be the builder of the foundation. I should be a queen, but every queen should have a king. But I don't want a king that's dressed like a king, but he really a damn joker.
But you really a Regina. But you really a Regina.
A peasant.
You are so right. Men, you are supposed to be our kings, and you are supposed to be our forerunners, which means you are the head. Well, we say the head, and we not to tell we were beside you. But like she said, that is absolutely true. You are supposed to be the kings. Like you're supposed to be the leaders. Lead. Do your thing.
Lead.
Groove
Do your
Montgomery
thing.
said a lot of women do not want a good man.
I don't know if it's so much
Russ,
that they want it. I think that they probably, some of them not ready for a good man. Some of them don't know how to. Some women are not prepared to receive a good man because it wasn't raised right. And a lot of good men are looking for like women to do 50-50 nowadays, and meet them halfway. And I'm okay with that.
I'm good with that.
I just think that the women who do want good men and who are able and at a level to receive a good man, I feel like men looking for these bad bitch images, like these fake bodies and
what you call it, the Miami girls? What you call them? What those hoes girls' name is for Miami?
I call them Instagram hoes. Girl, bye.
That's what they are. You terrible. You talking about the rapper girl?
This is why we love our sister here. This is why we have our sister here. She tell it like it is. God darn it.
Instagram hoe. I got real boobs. I got real booty. I got stretch marks and shit. I got
everything fucking real.
Baby pouch.
You ain't getting
got a baby pouch
like that. You ain't getting that fake.
Yes, you get it all juicy right now. This
woman, if you laying around the house with me, I might look right damn ugly. But if you say, "Baby, get dressed," I'll turn into your queen. You know what I'm saying? I know how to shit. Like I need you to be able to be real. I ain't gonna be walking around the house in no red bottoms and shit with makeup on. We home, bruh.
Well,
Kira, I gotta interject. You are so right because people think like because we don't have to look. That's just not human nature. Exactly. Yes, we gotta look presentable. Yes, like you're in a beautiful situation. We have been in situations, but we do not look like how we look every day. Let's just be real. Our men have to be realistic with crap. They want this. They want us with the with the heels on and everything. Flipping turkey bacon or whatever have you, or avocados. No, you're not going to get that all the time. We have to be real with ourselves. Keep it
real. Like my husband has a friend who got mad because his wife wears her hair wrapped up at night every night. Every night she comes to bed with a scarf on. I say, let me tell you something, because a lot of your friends complain about their wives. I said, but let me set the record straight for women. Do you know how much shit we lack in a relationship that we don't complain about? If we fuck with you, we fuck with you.
Compromising is the word.
You my dude. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't all peachy king all the time with a man. You know what I'm saying?
No. But we deal with it because we love you. And when we love
them crusty ass feet, y'all niggas be having.
Crusty feet. Them same gray pants that I'm tired of looking at. Like y'all need you know what I'm saying? What you coming to bed with? You smelling good? You smelling good when you come to bed? Everything perfect when you come to bed. You got a 6-pack? Where your 6-pack at?
Right.
Where your 6-pack?
Exactly. They be having pop bellies and shit.
Yes,
Want us to have motherfucking
these standards for women to be superficial. It's not. That's not love.
And here's what I want to get to the point at.
Go ahead.
No, it's not. And that's what I wanted to say, Kara. It's all about what happened to unconditional love
and maturity. Maturity.
Oh,
what happened to unconditional? When a person have unconditional love for you, they don't care if you're walking out here with your mother. You know what I'm saying? I just had a certain situation happen to me. You're not going to get what you're going to get. And that's just not with me. That's for everybody. You're not going to get whatever that you want, that you think that you should see. It's
if
not
you
happening.
Can't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
My best.
I ain't got nothing else to say.
People forget that the definition of loyalty. Loyalty and faith is the same thing.
Unconditional love.
Loyalty and what's the word I'm looking for? Being faithful. It's the same thing. Men don't understand that.
Unconditional love.
Unconditional. They all playing the same sentence. You can't say one without the other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I've come to discuss. I'm a loyal ass person.
Me too.
Me personally, I know I'm loyal. Sometimes I'm too over loyal for people because people can't handle it. You know what I'm saying?
They can't handle it.
They can't handle it. So I kind of gave up on looking or even dealing or even open myself
I don't
up.
look for the motherfuckers.
I don't even care no more because I don't find nobody that can match me, period, or be on my energetic level.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped looking. And I understand a lot of females that are happy by themselves. Because after a while, you want to give up. You don't want to search no more. You don't want to get nobody no interviews. You don't want to get nobody no opportunities. You don't want to go on that date. Because it's the same shit over and over and over again. Bullshit, a waste of time. When you can be putting that time into something that's involving yourself and making yourself better. So I understand the women that are having good lives while they're single. Because they gave up on love. They just said, fuck it, I'm going to love myself.
Love yourself. You better do it. And
that's the best love that you can ever have.
We paying our bills. If I'm paying my own bills and taking care of me, why do I need your aggravation laying around? If you're not coming to add, and by add, I don't mean financially, although I expect a man to be
you have
and meet
to.
me halfway. But by add to me, I mean emotional and spiritually. If you cannot add to me spiritually, I don't need you in my life. If you're going to deplete me mentally, mess my head up, have me exhausted, and, going through the motions to prove my love to you, I don't need you in my life. I will leave you for me. I'm not going to leave you for I'm going to leave you for me.
Right.
I saw a post and it's so real. When a woman leave you for her, she ain't coming back, and that's real. I did it. I walked in those steps. So when I see that post, I always share it. I don't care if I share it 10 times a year. That is so true. When she leave you for herself, she ain't coming back to you, bruh.
Yeah.
Chill. Right. But y'all gotta remember the women that surround around us. Everybody is trying to be in competition for the same man.
Oh God.
Don't think that, and I'm talking to everybody that's watching. Share. Don't forget that part. It seems like we all competing for the same man.
Literally?
Now, literally. Some of us, majority of us. That's what it feels like. Because it's more women in the world than men.
In third grade. Who was it? I still remember his name.
You said what? What you say, Kira?
This go all the way back to third grade. Women competing for the same man. I still remember his name, Tiffany.
Or Berkeley Terrace.
What guy are you talking about?
Mark Brusette. Girl,
that name sound familiar.
Was that the one I was pissing on his
familiar?
We was crazy about Mark. Mark went around that school in about 2 months and had all of us writing love letters. Mark Brusette. And when I seen Mark, by the time I was in 8th, 9th grade, Mark, I hope Mark don't hear this and sue me. Mark was a mess, honey. So this is a history of women. What you saying? We all go after the same man. So it's something
and he ain't
that
shit.
Girl.
Wait, Kira, you talking about Berkeley? You talking about Mount Vernon or Berkeley Terrace? He
probably been to both schools.
Wait, Mark was in 3rd grade with me, and that was Berkeley Terrace. No, that was
that name sound familiar, bro.
That was Mount Vernon. No, when Berkeley Terrace.
That was Mount Vernon. That was Mount Vernon. That was Mount Vernon Elementary School.
That was Mount Vernon.
That name, Tiffany. That name sound familiar, child.
Mark.
Girl. I know Mark, but it wasn't like that when he got older. When I seen him when he got older, it was not the same feeling, honey. I tell you that.
Excuse me. I gotta go. Y'all, excuse me for 1 second. Carry on this conversation.
How you gonna fuck the damn camera? Crazy ass. Kira, I'm trying to tell you, when I got older and I seen Mark, it was not the same little crush that it was in 3rd grade.
Y'all though.
And you know what I tell my daughter? With that being
Huh?
said, you just said I try to teach my girls. I said the feeling that you have for a guy right now, you crushing on him like my 12-year-old. Oh, she on the phone. I'm like, you're 12. You crushing on him now. My oldest daughter, I even tried to teach her this. You feel a certain way towards a man, and then you grow. And once you grow, you don't have those same feelings towards that same man because most oftentimes you've grown and he has not. He has not kept
Right.
up with your growth.
Mm,
So basically, I gave him an example. I said, when you was
right.
little, you used to love watching the Powerpuff Girls. You had their comforter set, you had their toys, you had
Mm-hmm.
everything. Powerpuff Girls. Then it went to
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bieber. Then it went to
Mm.
mindless behavior. I said, you don't wear those same clothes anymore. You don't have those same comforter sets. So if you changed your mind off those things, what makes you think you won't change your mind with who you think you in love with as of right now? And I said, do not make permanent decisions with a temporary situation.
Exactly.
Allow
Exactly.
yourself time to grow and become the woman who you destined to be before you sit there and start having babies with a man, because now
Mm.
you stuck with, not that you're not going to love your children, but you could have moved on from him in totality. You're stuck with him now. You got to deal with this brother for 18 years and raise one of his seeds. You know what I'm saying? If you would have just took a little time to get to know yourself, you would have said, he's not for me. And you could have set yourself up on a better path.
Right.
That's so true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Let me
just
ask
want to
y'all a
say,
question.
go ahead. Go ahead. I want you to ask that question
One thing, not your children. We not taking it to that level. I know we love our kids. If you could change,
unconditionally.
if you could go back 10 years and do one thing different, what would it be for each of y'all? I don't know who want to go first.
Let me think about that.
One thing, huh?
Yeah, if you could change one thing.
You know what? As much as I dislike my baby father,
See,
I
we don't.
couldn't change him because I love my kids. So I can't say that
Exactly.
part.
Yeah, you can't go change it.
Um, I would change the decisions I made. If I know, if I knew then what I know now,
Yes, absolutely.
I wouldn't have the struggles. I wouldn't have to feel like I'm being rushed to make decisions. I wouldn't be thinking about my age because
Hmm.
back then I would have been already accomplished, starting my goal in my early 20s already.
That's right.
And not so late in the years that I'm starting now. Um, I would have thought about who I was, and I would have kind of like fixed my loyalty to people because that's my biggest problem. And I just figured
Hmm.
that out maybe a couple of weeks ago, a week or two ago. My loyalty. Everybody's not
Hmm.
going to have loyalty. My high expectations of people. What I think people going to be, they're not going to be. So I had to realize I'm going to be who I am, regardless. And everybody ain't going to change for me. People ain't going to work on my time. People ain't going to be as kind as me. Um, but just those few things right now that I'm thinking of, my mental would have been a lot different. That I would have wanted to change my mental totally on life
Mm,
if I had one opportunity to do it.
mm. What about you, Neff?
My mental was messed up 10 years ago.
Mhm.
Um, I made some mistakes, you know what I'm saying, and I just would have, if I would have been able to just rely on Shakira more so than other people that said that they had their back, had my back. I'm sorry.
Mm, mm,
Um, I would have did that.
mm. For me, if I could go back 10 years, I would have definitely invested my energy in myself
Hmm.
because I gave a lot of energy to people who did not deserve it.
Mm.
And if I
Absolutely.
could get one thing back, it would be my energy. I probably would have a master's degree as we speak. Um, Definitely. I would have took back my energy and gave it to myself. I exhausted myself.
Right.
Literally exhausted myself up until the date, to this minute. I have given so much of myself to people, to men, even my husband. I'm gonna make an announcement with y'all today. We in phase 2 of our separation because I can't continue to give you the energy that it's taking to heal you, because while I'm healing you, it's breaking me, it's depleting me.
Right.
Depleting me. So if I could go back 10 years, that's one thing I would change. I would take my energy and say, Kira, you gonna need this, honey. You use it for you. And that's what I want to give to all the sisters who might be listening or who will tune into this at one time or another. If you find that you're giving up too much of your energy to any one thing that's not benefiting you, sis, you need to pull back, take a deep breath, reevaluate that. And it's like when you drive in a car, you hit the gas, you coming up to an intersection, you got to slow down. You got to hit that brake pedal. You got to slow that shit down so that you could be in your lane. Take your energy and use it for yourself. That's what I got to give for that.
You know, you about to have me crying up
I'm
on
about
here,
to tear up
but
too, but for real.
I'm sorry, ladies.
because I feel your pain, baby.
Yeah, take my
And
energy.
we give so much and get nothing in return. And I know what that feels like. I swear for God, I know what that feels like. And that's always been my problem, worrying about, okay, I put out 100%, but they only give me 10%. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of feeling like that. And my last situation turned me cold. I'm a giving person. I'll help everybody in the world. But after this last lesson, it turned me cold, Kira. Neffy. It turned me cold. I no longer want to be the giving person. I no longer want to help anybody that needs help. Because I said I got to start to learn to put myself first.
Yes, you do.
Above everyone. So I understand where you're coming from. And then a lady today, it was just crazy. A random lady, a real estate lady, I'm looking for a place to move. She said to me, I said, you know what? I've been through some things and I'm trying to figure it out. She said to me, first thing came out her mouth, it's okay to be selfish when it comes to you. It's okay. Because that means it's my time, your time, her time, and anybody else's time to put yourself first.
Big. That's on my list.
Big fat.
I'll take a
Big
picture of
fat.
that list and send it to y'all. That's all on my list.
You so busy running around trying to help this person, help that person, help this person. Then when you come home, you still got a shitload of your own shit to deal with. You still fixing yourself internally. You've been broken and still trying to fix yourself. That's the worst feeling in the world. When you trying to fix yourself and trying to fix another person at the same damn time. It's a lot.
I wrote in my journal today, I said, I don't know who I am. I don't even know if I don't know who I am. This is how confusing it gets. And I don't know if my past, if I should say that I do know who I am because my past built me. Like, I'm at a place in my life right now where it's like you don't even know if you know who you are. That's some confusing shit. Like, it's just like I'm at a fog. I'm in a fog. Like, who is Shakira? I've been my mother's daughter, and I left her house and was somebody's wife and became somebody's mother. And then I became, I divorced at a young age because that was moving too fast. And I jumped right back into some other situations. And I had JL, and then I'm a mother of 2 now. And then I became somebody's wife again. When have I ever took the time to be Shakira?
Exactly.
When have I? I've never been for myself. I've always been my mother's daughter, my husband's wife, my kid's mother. When do we take the time to be for us? And that's my journey right now. For me.
We all in the same journey, and it's funny how we all brought together because we were always giving out and never receiving. and never
Our
cared
spirits is
about
aligned.
receiving.
Nope. Never
Never
cared.
cared about it.
You right.
We forgot all about the point when we put out a lot. We supposed to get something back in return. We forgot about all that.
Yep. A lot of withdrawals and no deposits.
We build people up before we built our own selves up.
Yep.
You know, and I started realizing, Kira, I've been through that whole path you're talking about. I've been fighting every day mentally, you know, about the things I've been through. I got over it. I forgave the people, but I'll never forget it.
That's right.
I put out a lot of work helping people, strangers, family members. And I said to just a week ago when I went through that last experience, I'm not helping no fucking body.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. I'm gonna take this day and live on for me and my children and do what Tiffany want to do for herself. I don't give a fuck if you don't know the definition of ice. Go find it yourself. I would do shit small as that to go look at the definition of ice. Oh, and call them back. Oh, it's frozen water. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not helping nobody no more. I've learned to live for me. Fuck everybody else. So don't nobody care about you at the end of the day. Everybody's for them fucking selves.
Very selfish. Very narcissistic. Very narcissistic.
I was raised by one, was in a relationship with a narcissist. And all they did was beat me the fuck down till I forgot who the fuck I was.
Yeah, that part. That part.
Who the fuck I was. I've been spending, if I wasn't raised by one, I wouldn't spend the rest of my life trying to figure out who I am. And then get in a relationship one because you get immune to people like that.
Ooh, talk about it.
You feel you got to always cater to them.
Chakra, stop. Oh my God.
So you draw what you was raised by, basically, at the end of the fucking day.
You desensitized.
Yeah, you did.
If your mother and your father calling you a bitch, when your man call you a bitch, it don't hurt that bad.
It don't hurt. Because like damn, I've been called that when I was a younger child. So you're absolutely right. That's why I love this to everybody watching, the 2 people that's watching on here. I see we did have 10, 11 people, but whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as we change 2 people's lives, that's all that matter.
One doesn't matter.
You know, we talk about things that really happen in real life. We don't sit here and we don't write no scripts because we don't believe in that shit. I always tell everybody, like when we on green screen, everybody be talking about stuff. I'm like, hold up, save it for the show. Yeah. Because I know it's genuine. I know it's real. You know what I'm saying? Our show, Black Talk the Movement, is about everything that goes on in our lives as Black people. No, we're not perfect. We're never gonna be perfect. It's the excuse everybody use, even the manipulators. So we talk about some real shit on this show. We want people to feel our pain. We are women, Black women that have been through things since childhood.
Yes, goddess. Yes.
We're 40 years old, still trying to figure it out.
Yes.
Still trying to figure it out. And still remain who we are at the same goddamn time, which is loving, loyal, genuine women. And we continue to be who we are, despite all the bullshit.
Truth.
And that's why I said when I knew I had to connect with my tribe. Y'all are part of my tribe.
Yeah.
It was going to come one day or another. Now, we didn't speak all these years of life, but somehow, some way, we all connected because you are part of my tribe.
We going to build each other.
Exactly.
Support each other without taking from each other. You know?
Exactly.
Like you can give and love and be supportive. Just us doing this forum together and being able to converse together as women and to know that you're not the only person who suffered that fate, or somebody else can understand and relate to what you've been through. And it's good. Somebody says evolving is a part of the process. Staying stagnant is not an option. You are all beautiful and queens in your own right. That was really nice.
Thank you.
That was nice.
Who is that? What's your name?
I don't know.
Because we can't see your names.
Nah, because Kira, I thank God for you reading that, because I'm about to be like, I'm about to report.
Sage Goddess Queen said that.
Oh, that was nice.
That's my
Thank you, Sage.
cousin.
We love you. Blessings, Queen. Blessings.
Yes, that was
She's so
beautiful.
sweet. That's the homie. That's the
She
cousin
loves
right
your
there.
energy too, Shakira. She did say that. I
Oh,
love her energy.
thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh.
I would love for us ladies next time to really
We're gonna
focus
have her on.
abusive relationships, emotional and toxic relationships, narcissistic relationships, trauma bonds, the cycle of abuse. I think that's a good subject matter that a lot of people probably want to touch on.
Right.
Probably, I think indefinitely.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
the one to be put my business out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like F people, but at the same time, I'm here for a reason, and people
Yeah,
need to
you don't
hear
even have to
stories.
put this out
No,
there.
I know. I'm not even saying all that. Even I'm just blurting my
Yeah.
feelings out there. I don't even care about that. I'm just saying I'm not the one to, but people do need
Yeah.
to hear what's going on because we have we all have tribes and tribulations, and and there we have people who are going through and is about to go through the shit that we done been through and probably even worse, and you don't know if they see this freaking podcast. Yo, we might if we could save one person, that's all it's worth.
that matters.
And we
It's
can't
all
forget
it's worth.
the brothers, because I know a gentleman
And the brothers
who
too.
who married a woman who straight set this brother up. Like, she had his baby and he's away in a service and she's having an affair on him, and he's very frustrated because, truth be told, it is a woman's world. The court system was designed to protect the woman. So you,
True.
as a man, when you marry, it's like the woman gets a lot of leeway even when she was wrong. So this
Mm-hmm.
this brother is really frustrated because
That
he was a good man and he happened to find one of these gold diggers that's taking advantage of him. And I feel for his situation. So when we talk about those emotional relationships and those toxic relationships, we can't leave out the brothers. I mean, there's some men out here
we
suffering
can't.
the toxic women as well.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's not always the woman suffering. These men suffer too at the
They be
hands of
having, you're right.
Oh, they do. Because I just had a conversation with my little brother about baby mamas. You
baby
know,
trauma.
we was talking about my dad in regards to my mother, and I had to bring it to him like, son, and it's through my own personal experience in realizing the situation. Sometimes men don't want to bother with drama. Sometimes men don't want to deal with women that's always complaining. They just don't want to deal with it. They kind of handle stuff differently than we do as women
Word
when it
up.
comes to drama and all that other shit. So I had to explain to my brother because he was questioning things about my father. But I said you had to recognize the type of woman he was dealing with, the type of woman he had kids by. He didn't want to stay separated, but he had to keep his own sanity.
That part. That
Because women sometimes do be about that bullshit.
They could be so toxic that
Worse.
they make a good man walk away from his kids. And people say,
Exactly.
oh, it ain't no reason to ever walk away. Oh no. When you caught up in with a toxic, bitter woman, it's sometimes in that man's best interest to walk away and let them kids grow up and come back and find daddy, because you'll end up in prison messing with a toxic woman.
Right. Right.
You know?
And we always in audience, we always voice things because we are women. So we basically talk about our personal experiences on what we went through. You know what I'm saying? But we understand it when it comes to the males as well.
Straight up.
We understand
it. It goes both ways. It goes
straight
both
up.
ways.
I sympathize with these men, these kings too. They go through it, like you said. Sometimes, like you said, because of the court system being already straight up for pro women and pro mothers, pro women or pro woman or pro whatever, they don't even look at them. And I love when I hear a judge that be like, no, I want the father to come in, I want them to speak, and I want them, because these these some ratchet, these some fucked up ass women too. These some fucked up ass mothers. They're not even trying to let the fathers see their kids
Leave the
because
kid.
the mother don't want, because the fathers don't even want them. They
Right.
don't want them no
Exactly.
more. So because the father don't want them no more, they don't want the kid around them. Hell no, you don't do no
Pawns.
crap
Using
like
the
that.
kids as pawns and coupons. So
Thank,
next
thank
week,
you,
ladies, next week
thank
we
you.
can
We
talk
got a
about
lot to
that.
talk about.
Pawns, coupons, bitter women, these prenuptial agreements where they get half of $900 million and all that. Let's get into that next week.
We got it has to be. It has
Hey,
to be a
hey,
whole
hey.
freaking discussion on it. Because these women is trifling too.
It goes both
It
ways.
is what it is.
Toxicity
Go
goes
away.
both
It's
ways.
just that men don't
Like I
voice shit like we
said,
voice as women.
y'all
But
fucking women who doing that shit, y'all gonna regret that because y'all gonna be having these fucking kids y'all can't control and shit. And then when y'all be like, oh well, I can't control, y'all kept the fathers out their lives because you felt some type of way. You're gonna regret that. You're gonna reap what you sow.
They gonna get it. Yep, it's gonna be bad. But yep, that's that. So we know who wrote it down. Y'all writing this down for
Be
next
good.
yeah.
Yeah, we good. It's already documented, sis. It's already documented,
Oh
sis.
my God. Yo, y'all know we've been on here for about an hour and a half, right?
Because we
Yeah.
love each other and we've been having
Yeah.
some deep conversations. That's
Yeah,
Yeah, we
all.
just want to open it up. We want to heal somebody. That's what it is. Our urge to heal people. You
Yeah,
know?
because the pain that we endure, we all have endured. People out there, male, female, we have endured pain. And who likes
Serious
pain?
pain.
We don't like no pain. We
Hell
want to
no.
be. We want to heal, even if it's our kids, if it's the next generation or the generation after that. We want to just heal everybody because we don't want. I don't, and my sisters on here don't want nobody to endure pain, walk in the shoes that we have walked. Not saying that it was the worst, but we may not have made the right decisions. So we're gonna put it out there on the atmosphere. Why not?
Right.
Why not?
exactly. Yep. So I
Why
had
not?
a time again with y'all. I know it's coming to a close. I'll be honored to be up here again next week with you
You will
guys. If
be
you
here. You a
have me,
part of us, boo. You already
thank
know that,
you.
boo.
Thank
You know that. You
Kira,
come
wait,
bagging,
Kira. I
bagging,
want
bagging,
to tell
baby.
Ms. Kira. Let me say it. We both got the same name,
Same
Shakira.
name.
I just got to put it
Shakira.
out. Look, I just got to put it out there. She says your name is my sister name is Shakira. My name is Shakira. We spell it different ways. That's all. But we both Kiras.
Yeah, we both
Yeah.
Kira, honey. Kira.
I
Mrs.
love it. I love it. I love
And
it
guess
when you
what? Look how the universe did us. We all from Irvington, New Jersey.
Jersey.
I'm a Nurka, but that's the same difference. It ain't that far.
Ah,
Look at the
it's the
universe.
same thing. You know, Irvington was
Look
like
at the
a corner of New
universe.
York.
The
Yep.
universe, our ancestors, our higher divine has made this to happen
there.
for a reason. We are
Exactly.
here for a reason because we are here to put awareness. Even if some things not going to be healed, but awareness is key, and awareness is the road to healing. That's all it is. And
Somebody
that's
said,
real.
"Is that Shakira? Who said that?"
Shakira,
I don't know.
which
They
one?
don't show their names because
We
they don't
got
hit
two
that link.
Kiras, but my name, both our names is Shakira, but my name is Nefertiri. I changed that shit for a reason.
Y'all got a Spanish girl name.
Shakira.
It's
You want
actually
play the
Arabic.
song? Play the song.
It is.
It's Arabic.
You know what our
Okay.
name means? Our name means thankful.
Yep.
That's what our name means. Thankful. I'm so thankful.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
God bless America.
What they say? Happy, a powerful, divine feminine. Thank you. What? We can't even say your name. I say. We say it 3
God bless.
times. I say.
Thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
God. Who is that? What's your name, baby? We can't see your name because you didn't hit the link at the top. You We like to shout out our people. We promote businesses.
I like that.
You have a business, we'll promote it. We free will people. We like to help each other. Even though our good hearts has gotten us through a lot of bull crap, but it's okay. We can't change who we are. Somebody said,
if I feel some shit though, I'm going to put it to the
"Hey,
light.
Kira in red, I knew I recognized you. What's your name?"
They still ain't saying it. It's
Who
somebody
is
that.
it? Wait. Yeah, they ain't say their name. Let me look. Because if they don't hit that link at the top where it exposes who they are, we won't know who it is. Hey, Kira in red, I knew I recognized you.
Kira. Well, who's the name? What's the name?
We don't know yet.
Oh, Claudine. Claudine, we know Claudine. You remember Claudine?
Oh, yeah, and she know Mark Brusette because I miss my boyfriend, Claudine.
She stole your boyfriend.
I don't know Claudine. That's y'all. I don't know
Popette,
Claudine.
right? Popette is her last name. I love Claudine.
Because she's known as Two Water Smeet Satire on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
We go back and forth sometimes, yeah.
Welcome
Claudine,
to
I used to eat Claudine, and she probably laughing now. I used to eat her ham sandwiches with the French dressing her mother used to make for her and shit. She used to bring it to school, and I used to like, let me get some.
Claudine used to wear those cute little ruffled dresses. Her mother definitely was on her. She was.
Yo, she's a totally different queen now, yo.
I gotta request her.
Totally different than who she was.
I'm trying to find her.
She looks totally. She don't look like the good little the preppy girl no more.
Remember that?
Like she's a true queen, y'all. A true queen.
What's her name?
Well, on Two Water Smeet Satire. TWO. She said, "Yes, I was so greedy." Look, she commented, "I was greedy."
So you were so greedy.
Hey, Claudine, I had 7. It was 7 of us in the house as kids. You thought I really ate? Come on now.
Claudine,
I got questions.
That ain't do something for me, but I don't remember. I was just so young.
Two Water, TWO WATER.
I sent her a request already.
Yo, you should see her now. You wouldn't even believe.
I see it. She's gorgeous.
Isn't she? You wouldn't even believe who she was then and now. Like, it's crazy.
She was always pretty.
Tiff, do I remember her? Tiff, I don't remember her.
Well, Claudine kind of hung in a little longer in elementary school than you did, Neffy.
Okay, yeah, because I had left.
Neffy bumped into each other twice, right? We did Berkeley, and then we bumped again in Mount Vernon, then Berkeley.
I only can remember Berkeley Terrace remembering you.
Oh, okay, Berkeley. So I met you in Berkeley.
Yeah, and Berkeley, because you went to Berkeley, right? Because that's where I know you from. Remember Jawanda Thompson, rest in peace. That was like my godmother. Remember Jawanda?
Jawana. Yeah, I remember.
Because that's how you and I, because your mom was friends with her. Is friends with her, and my mom was friends with her, so they was mutual friends. So that's how I knew you. And your brother.
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
And rest in peace, Shawan. That was my love, yo.
Yeah.
That was my love.
She said I was so greedy. That's hilarious. You're right, goddammit. Yeah. I only ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we got fruit cocktail afterwards. We know we wasn't full.
Done. You ready to go to bed?
All right. Well, we're gonna close out, y'all, because everybody said we'd be on too long. But hey, we be talking about some real shit.
We just having fun. That's all. We just having fun. You know what I'm saying?
We talking about some real shit, real life shit.
You know what I'm saying? It might say your life shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
No. Don't ever be too cool that you don't think that somebody could teach you a lesson. Somebody can teach you a lesson. A bum on the street could teach you a lesson.
That's right.
Humble yourself. Humbleness is what's key.
And always tilt another queen's crown. Fix her crown. Fix another queen's crown. no matter what.
Prayer.
You're right.
Even if she Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, because I'll pay anything for their knees.
For their knees?
Yeah.
Look,
I don't need no shit, girl. 40 years old, I still work like I'm
I was
20.
telling Tip, I was like, shit.
I'll do
I'm
anything
still
for
that hill girl. I can still shake my ass. I can still do all that shit because I love it. But
I just want to
I
squat
can't do it
down while
right
they be on
now.
them knees with them heels, baby. Listen, look.
As long as we got some WAP, we gonna be all right.
Look, we
Wet
can work it out. Look, we
Get
can
it.
work it
Look,
out
I got a little bit of meat
with
in my
that song.
teeth.
If you want to, I don't know. I guess you could play it again if you want to walk it on out. I don't know.
I think we had enough of that. Wow.
We did. Thank you.
Who is this? What they say? You know, people coming in with comments now. I do
Mhm.
it all the time for my husband, though. Laugh out loud. Who is that? What's your name, baby? Love you back, Queens. Always here to support the sisters. That must be Claudine saying that. We love you too, Claudine.
We love you. We
Ah,
love you.
Queens.
My sister, we love you. Love you. We love you. We love
Okay.
you.
I do it all the time for my husband, though. Laugh out loud. Who's that, baby? We need to find out who this is. I don't think they hitting that link. I think we're trying to get the phone call thing on where we can have people call in.
We
That'll
will
be
be having
nice.
it on. We're going to be having that next on our next show. It's going to be straight up going on. You know what I'm saying? We want people to be calling in. We having a discussion because we having a discussion doesn't mean that if you
Sage
can't call.
Goddess Queen said that. She must have said that. Is that you, Sage, that said that? I do it all the time for my husband, though. Laugh out loud.
Did you?
That must have been
That's
Sage Goddess Queen. We're gonna have you on
that's
here,
my
honey.
cousin. That's my cousin. That's
Sage.
what we're supposed to have on. Yeah, remember we're supposed to have her on, but we're gonna have her on. We had some issues.
Oh, we was thinking about coming back on tomorrow too to make up for the weekend we missed.
Because we missed two. We missed two. So I'm gonna Sage, is she still there?
Her name is Latifia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm waiting for her to respond.
Kira, how you looking tomorrow?
She said yes, it's me. She said yes, it's me.
Okay. You looking good tomorrow?
Yeah.
Cause we wasn't on last week because we all got lives, but we definitely cause straight up we need to make sure we have you on tomorrow. If you are able to.
Hey, y'all, I made some Chipotle today. I said, you know what? They use the
you
same
ain't asked
spice.
me to come, freaking. What's good? Are you?
They use the same
me?
spice for different meats. They think they catching it. I figured that out today because I use the same seasoning for chicken, the same seasoning for ground turkey. It's the same shit. And I got me some black beans and seasoned them up and got me like how they had the tomatoes with the Baileys, that Baileys and all whatever that is.
You lucky. You lucky we don't live close.
What is it called?
Girl, I tore that shit up. I said I want some Chipotle today, and I made it happen. See how our queens do? We make the shit happen.
That's right. My brother
when
said,
I come to your house,
I said a good cook is a woman that could come in your kitchen and make a meal.
Exactly.
If you can't go in nobody else's kitchen and make a meal, you ain't no cook.
Exactly. We're gonna put it together regardless. We think we got nothing, but we got something in there. So, ladies, let's send these people out because we've been on here for an hour and a half. Wait, what time is it?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. 2 hours.
2 hours.
I'm getting sleepy.
She said I'm not sure about tomorrow. She got a load of work.
Okay. Well, we're gonna hook up with her
just
because
let me know,
we have
ladies.
some issues.
Just let me know. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, Kira, you always come in, honey. You always go because you did
because I'm gonna hit you up because we didn't know anything, but we're gonna let you. I'm gonna hit her up. I'm gonna hit her up after this show.
Hey, are y'all drinking wine? Am I the only one drinking wine over here?
Yeah, I had wine today. I usually drink.
Girl, I'm over here buzzed the hell out.
Neff slurring.
I'm slurring. I said, let me get my ass up over here.
And you talking about Meg and Cardi. Look at you, see? Don't be messing with they crown. Don't be messing with they crown, honey.
No, but I didn't pull out my titties though. So I'm okay.
I'm talking about
I didn't pull out my titties though.
Yeah, it's time for y'all to sign
Thank
off.
you.
That alcohol.
I didn't pull out my titties like Carly.
I didn't pull out my titties though, okay? Tell them that we didn't pull out our titties.
We did not pull out our tatas.
That's when you know you're real tour, when you pull out your titties.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna be a fucking lady just
I love
tipsy.
y'all. I love y'all. I had so much fun.
I'm tipsy. I gotta hang up. We gotta go, y'all, because I got to go use the bathroom. I gotta eat.
All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I love y'all.
I
See
love
y'all
you,
like
Kira.
a week.
I love you, Nappy.
I don't know. I love both of y'all. Truth, Kira,
Yes.
I love you, girl.
Love you too. Love both of y'all.
Y'all get some rest.
Great evening. Okay. Bye.
You
All right,
too.
thank y'all for tuning in. We see y'all next time, perhaps tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.
Nights like this, I wish raindrops will fall.
Deuces, y'all.
Bye.
Peace and soul. Good night.